I'm going to talk about the Major Arcana, and I'm going to use two decks to show how these archetypal images have evolved. I'm going to talk about what's called the Marseille deck, which came from the mid 18th century, and it's the classic deck. This is an example of one of the cards from the Marseille deck. And then this is an example of the same card, the Fool, from what's called the Waite deck, which was published about 1910 in England. There are hundreds and hundreds of other decks. This is the Jungian deck, and this is the Tricia Newell deck. I mean, there are many, many decks, and they all. The important point that they make is that the same archetypal situation can be depicted symbolically in many, many different ways, and the archetype can manifest itself at different levels of expression. So all tarot card readings are all about different ways in which the archetypal level of a particular situation can unfold. And I look at these kind of images as if they were dream symbols. And the point about these symbols is that they bridge to the unconscious. They tell you what's going on at a level that the ego has no other access to. That's the value of the tarot. So one of the ways of thinking about the major arcana of the tarot is that they are archetypal situations. They are life experiences. They are images of the soul's experience. They are archetypal patterns, and some people think of them as stages on the individuation process. That's a psychological approach to the cards. A sequence of initiations on the individual journey. How we are expressing archetypal patterns in daily life. So what we see when we use the tarot deck is a correspondence between outer events and the cards. They're perfect examples of synchronicity. The tarot is a kind of mirror of reality. It's a mirror of what's going on in the psyche, often in the unconscious. So the tarot is simply expressing archetypal ideas. You can look at the tarot as stages on the hero's journey, like as Joseph Campbell described in The Hero with a Thousand Faces. You know, the hero's living an ordinary life and then has a call to adventure and has a problem or challenge. And then he meets a guide or mentor, crosses the threshold into another world, faces tests and enemies, and so on. All that is written in Campbell and Jung were very interested in those kind of processes. They are depicted in the tarot deck. The reason I got interested in the tarot some years ago is that I'd been sort of casually playing with the deck, and one day I had an extremely powerful dream in which the voice said to me that the tarot has been bequeathed to me. In the sense, and I got the sense of a kind of an inheritance. And then after that, being told it was bequeathed to me, I was sort of flooded with a sort of influx of tarot images. And ever since that dream, I've been passionately interested in the tarot, as if that dream was a kind of authorization to study it. It felt to me like a sort of initiation into the use of the cards, because I never had a formal teacher. I've just used the cards themselves as a teacher. Based on that dream, I feel that I'm able to make sense of the cards.